This is the Queen, and she gets £35.7 million a year to fund her and her husband on official engagements and to pay for the upkeep of state-owned buildings like Buckingham Palace. That's 56p per person per year. For contrast, the UK gives £55 million a day to the European Union. So why do we give £35.7 million of taxpayers' money to the monarchy? Because it benefits the UK. This £35.7 million is a small amount of Crown Estate revenue, which in total comes to roughly £200 million. Since King George III, famous for letting the Americans win, and yes, we did let you win, every monarch has given the profits but not ownership of the Crown Estates to Parliament, meaning the UK gets £165 million in profit from the royal family. Other members of the royal family are funded from the Queen's private income, which comes from duchies. This is private property and has nothing to do with the taxpayer, much like any other person's private property. This means that the service of Prince Andrew, for example, who promotes British business, and all the other royal family comes free of charge. On top of this, the royal family brings tourists from across the world, including myself. Hint. Whilst it's true not all tourists come for royals, it can be proven that there is an impact. For example, Buckingham Palace, with just 200 years of history but a living royal family within it, gets 600,000 visitors in 2 months, whereas Hampton Court Palace, with 500 years of rich history but no royal family, only gets 500,000 visitors a year. Royal events also benefit the economy. London saw a 120 million cash boost during the Diamond Jubilee, Westminster Abbey saw a 36% tourist boost after the royal wedding, and the birth of Prince George boosted the economy by £500 million, which is 14 times the annual cost of the monarchy. There are also political benefits. The monarchy helps to ensure that the UK is a stable democracy by having a uniting figure, the Queen, above party politics. In a crisis, the country has someone who can provide well-needed stability. This also stops dictatorships from forming, and even the most ambitious of Prime Ministers, Margaret Thatcher, said, "Those who imagine that a politician would make a better figurehead than a hereditary monarch might perhaps make the acquaintance of more politicians." Some have argued against the monarchy by saying nobody voted for them. False. The British public have always voted for a party that wishes to retain the monarchy. So, in return for 56p per person per year, the United Kingdom gains £165 million in royal revenue. Unquantifiable but enormous tourist revenue, a stable democracy with a unifying head of state, proud to be British pageantry and living history. Those thinking that a president would be cheaper should look no further than France, whose president costs them £90 million per year and is awash with political scandal. So, if your argument is economic, you have to be a monarchist. Leaving it there, God save the Queen.